bright out right now. Window. So he's going to come out there, hopefully, maybe not. We'll see. Oh, there he goes. Okay. Otto's 16 years old. Good. He's the only male that we have here at the Seattle Aquarium. And then he has 4 lovely ladies with him. One who's Spot, one who's over here in this little donut hole. This is Vista. Vista is Spot. You can't see me. It's really bright out right now. Spot, Otta.
So these animals respond to hand cues and also targets, but if they can't see them, it is really bright out here.
It's really bright right now. He's squinting. He's just having a hard time seeing it. But this is also, this is Mishka in the donut. She's 2 years old. She's a rescue from Alaska. She was caught in a fishing net. Otta's a rescue as well. He was actually found on an airport runway. In the center here, this is a grandmother of the group. This is Lutas. Lutas is 19 years old, and she's the mother of Aniak. Aniak is on the other side right now. She's 16, and then Aniak's daughter is CQ, who's over on your far left, and CQ is 4.
All right, so 5 sea otters total, 1 male otter. His hair is more silver on the top of his head, so that's how you can tell him apart. And then tell us a little bit about the food that they get, Aubrey. They get all kinds of yummy stuff,
yeah,
don't
all
they?
kinds of yummy food, and it's all restaurant quality, so you can eat this food as well. We give them pretty much a big smorgasbord. They get some shrimp, one of Anna's favorites. They get fish fillet, and this is pollock, so same thing you get in your fish and chips. We also give them some surf clam, so clam outside of the shell. They also get mussels, at different feeds. They'll get crab, they'll get squid, and they also get these giant butter clams.
All right, so lots of variety of seafood for these guys, and they eat 7 times a day. All right, so Sam, I know your campers came up with some good questions. Oh, written down even.
All written for us.
Very official. All right, Cole would like to know, how do otters keep their teeth clean?
How do they keep their teeth clean? Actually, you know what is, it's really, really cool. When they open their mouths, their teeth are bright white, very sharp, and the way that they do it is through a lot of roughage. So roughage is just anything kind of shelly. So on a shrimp, they have the pointy shells and they have a crunchy outside, but it helps to naturally clean their teeth. The roughage as well also helps with their digestion. So they're also, like these mussels, you'll see Otto will take it, and he actually eats part of the shell as well. So it helps keep his teeth clean, but also it helps him go to the bathroom a little bit easier.
Roughage, it's good for all of us. All right, Casey would like to know, how do otters move so fast?
So fast? Well, they don't move the fastest of the marine mammals or anything like that. They can move pretty quick. I think the most that they go is only like 5 miles per hour though, so not too fast. But they use their rear flippers. As you can see on the fronts, they have paws. So they don't swim with their paws. They actually tuck them in more towards their body when they swim. But their powerful rear flippers will help them dive down up to about 100 feet. Good.
All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, and speaking of that, Lewis would like to know how deep otters can swim.
So at most they're going to go down probably like 100 feet-ish. They live closer to the coast, just like maybe at most a mile off of the coast, and then also in kelp forest areas. But when they go down, they can hold their breaths for about 30 to 90 seconds, usually at most. And so they're not going too deep, but they're going to go find anything from whatever's in the area. The preference of choice could be urchins. I've also heard of octopus. I've also heard of some of these guys sharing sea stars off of their bellies as well.
Okay, Aubrey, it's like you're reading their mind, because the next question is from Elena. How do otters eat sea urchins?
How do they eat sea urchins? So like we said, one, they have really, really powerful jaws. When you look inside Otta's mouth, he's got giant molars that can crack through anything. But if he finds that they're a little bit too pokey, because urchins are very pokey with their long spines, they can also use tools. So they're big tool users. They use rocks and they tuck them into their armpit pockets. So our armpit pockets, you know, they're not very loose and flabby. However, Otta's here, if I were to give him some food, just a little handful, he can tuck it into his pocket so it's looser skin. And that's where they'll carry the rocks. They'll take the rocks out of there, bang open the urchin, and crack it right open. Here we don't give them rocks because Lutas, our grandma, she's broken a few panes in glass. So we try not to give them rocks here. Sometimes they get a few from that come with some of the food, but they'll usually go up to the rock where they crack things.
All right, you'll see that when these guys leave the exhibit, you think all the food is gone. Otto will get some out of his little armpit pocket and start eating some more. Okay, and do sea otters have ears? And if so, where are they? Isabel would like to know.
It's like almost like ours are. They're just on the sides of their head. But they're just little, it's like if you took Shrek's ear and you cut it in half, that's about the size. They're just little nubbins that come off the sides of their head.
Nice. Okay, two people, Chloe and Isabel, want to know, why are they so cute?
Why aren't they so cute? Well, one, it's because, I think they're really cute because of how fuzzy they are. And so when you see them all dry, after they're done eating, they're going to groom and then they're going to fluff up like little fluff balls. And so on their body, on the size of your eyeball right there, there's about 1 million hairs in that size. So you can take 1 million hairs and spread it all over their body everywhere. On your head, you only have about 100,000. So they get really fluffy, and that's why I think they're so cute. And their faces, you know, and their little tiny paws.
Their cute little paws. You are reading their mind, Aubrey, because you just answered the last question. The last question was about how thick their fur is. So I have a sample. This is of a real sea otter fur, and you can touch it with the back of your hand because I want to keep it clean. But as Aubrey mentioned, 1 million. How many hairs? Size of your eyeball? How many?
1 million.
1 million.
Yeah, you can actually even have a little bit over 1 million in that size.
So it's the thickest fur of any mammal on the planet. And what that means for the sea otters, how many of you put your hands in that tight cool water? Cold or warm? Cold. It's really cold. It's about 53 degrees Fahrenheit. And so our sea otters need to keep warm. And so that fur actually keeps their skin dry. All right, Aubrey, do you have time for more questions, or how are we doing?
Sure do.
All right. Anyone want to ask anything else about our sea otters? Yes. Great question. How long do they live, Aubrey?
So out in the wild, typically the boys, the males, will only live to be about 10 to 15 years old, but females can live 15 to 20 years old. In human care, so does your aquarium, we've had them live into their mid-20s. And so we have a vet on site, our veterinarian, who checks on them every day, and then we check on them